Bali clearance. Good morning. China Eastern 6855 ready for pushback at 20.
Emirates 8730 clear to land runway 27.
China Eastern 6855 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. China Eastern 6855 ready to taxi. China Eastern 6855 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground. Emirates 8730 requesting taxi to the gates. Emirates 8730 taxi to gate 20.
Indonesia 15905 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower. China Eastern 6855 ready for takeoff runway 27. China Eastern 6855 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 15905 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. China Southern 1212 is on approach. China Southern 1212 cleared to land runway 27. Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Line Inter 35905 ready for pushback at 07. Line Inter 35905 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Line Inter 35905 ready to taxi. Line Inter 35905 taxi to runway 27. Bali ground. China Southern 1212 requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 15905 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
China Southern 1212 taxi to gate 17.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Super Green 71906 is on approach. Super Green 71906 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Super Green 90239 ready for pushback at 28. Super Green 90239 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Super Green 90239 ready to taxi.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Super Green 7062 is on approach. Super Green 7062 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Lion enter 7257 ready for pushback at 30. Lion enter 7257 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Lion inter 8803 ready for pushback. 4. Lion inter 8803 cleared for pushback.
Super Green 9er239er taxi to runway 27.
Philippines 2166 cleared to land runway 27.
Lion enter 7257 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground, Super Green 71906 requesting taxi to the gates. Super Green 71906 taxi to gate 07.
Lion inter 8803 taxi to runway 27.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Indonesia 52903 ready for pushback at 29er. Indonesia 52903 cleared for pushback.
Super Green 7062 taxi to gate 24.
Bali Tower, Lion enter 7257 ready for takeoff runway 27. Indonesia 4841 cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 1592 cleared to land runway 27.
Indonesia 52903 taxi to runway 27.
Super Green 7062 hold position. Super Green 7062 continue taxi.
Bali ground, Indonesia 4841 ready to taxi.
Philippines 2166 taxi to gate 28.
Indonesia 4841 taxi to runway 27. Lion enter 7257 line up and wait runway 27.
Bali Tower, Super Green 9er239er ready for takeoff runway 27.
Lion enter 7257 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Super Green 9er239er cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Lion enter 35905 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Philippines 2636 cleared to land runway 27.
Indonesia 2197 cleared for pushback. Dynasty 1592 taxi to gate 19.
Bali Tower, Lion inter 8803 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 2197 taxi to runway 27.
Lion inter 8803 line up and wait runway 27.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 52903 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Lion inter 8803 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 52903 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 4841 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
China Eastern 1249 cleared for pushback.
Philippines 2636 taxi to gate 02.
Singapore 6120 cleared to land runway 27. Bali ground, China Eastern 1249 ready to taxi. China Eastern 1249 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 2197, ready for takeoff runway 27. Indonesia 2197, line up and wait runway 27.
Bali ground, Singapore 6120, requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 2197, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Singapore 6120, taxi to gate 12.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. China Eastern 8315 ready for pushback at 27. China Eastern 8315 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, China Eastern 1249, ready for takeoff runway 27. China Eastern 1249, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Vietnam 7532, cleared to land runway 27.
China Eastern 8315 taxi to runway 27.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. China Southern 7301, ready for pushback at 21. China Southern 7301, cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. AirAsia 1964 is on approach. AirAsia 1964 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali ground. China Southern 7301, ready to taxi.
Bali Tower, China Eastern 8315 ready for takeoff runway 27.
China Southern 7301, taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground, Vietnam 7532, requesting taxi to the gates. Vietnam 7532, taxi to gate 21. Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Lion Inter 2036, Mayday Mayday Mayday.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Asia 4473 ready for pushback at 03.
Bali ground. AirAsia 1964 requesting taxi to the gates. AirAsia 1964 taxi to gate 27.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Philippines 2311, ready for pushback at 25.
China Eastern 8315 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Asia 4473 cleared for pushback.
China Southern 7301 cleared for takeoff runway 27, Philippines 2311 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, Asia 4473 ready to taxi. Asia 4473 taxi to runway 27.
Philippines 2311 taxi to runway 27.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Philippines 2189er ready for pushback at 06. Philippines 2189er cleared for pushback.
Lion Inter 2652 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali ground. Philippines 2189er ready to taxi. Philippines 2189er taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, Philippines 2311 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. China Southern 563 ready for pushback at 14. China Southern 563 cleared for pushback.
Philippines 2311 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Air Asia 3302 is on approach. Air Asia 3302 cleared to land runway 27.
Lion Inter 2652 taxi to gate 03.
China Southern 563 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, Asia 4473 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Lion Inter 4368 is on approach. Lion Inter 4368 cleared to land runway 27.
Dynasty 9645 cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Dynasty 9645 ready to taxi. Dynasty 9645 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground. Air Asia 3302 requesting taxi to the gates. Air Asia 3302 taxi to gate 14.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. China Southern 8412 is on approach. China Southern 8412 clear to land runway 27.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Lion Iter 9er429er. Ready for pushback at 01.
Singapore 8872 cleared to land runway 27.
Lion Iter 9er429er. Cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, Lion Inter 4368 requesting taxi to the gates. Lion Inter 4368 taxi to gate 06.
Lion Iter 9er429er. Taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Thai 3262 is on approach. Thai 3262 cleared to land runway 27.
China Southern 8412 taxi to gate 16.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Indonesia 75903 ready for pushback at 08. Indonesia 75903 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, Singapore 8872 requesting taxi to the gates. Singapore 8872 taxi to gate 25.
Indonesia 75903 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 2552 is on approach. Indonesia 2552 clear to land runway 27.
Asia 4473 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower, Philippines 2189er ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali ground, Thai 3262 taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 90760 is on approach. Indonesia 90760 clear to land runway 27.
China Southern 5433 cleared for pushback.
Thai 3262 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali ground, China Southern 5433 ready to taxi. China Southern 5433 taxi to runway 27.
Thai 3262 taxi to gate 22.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Super Green 916 is on approach. Super Green 916 cleared to land runway 27.
Indonesia 2552 taxi to gate 30.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Vietnam 8543 ready for pushback at 10. Vietnam 8543 cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Vietnam 8543 ready to taxi. Vietnam 8543 taxi to runway 27.
Indonesia 90760 taxi to gate 29.
Philippines 2189er line up and wait runway 27.
Bali Tower, China Southern 563 ready for takeoff runway 27. China Southern 563 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Philippines 2189er cleared for takeoff runway 27.
AirAsia 3909er cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 90645 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Super Green 916 taxi to gate 08.
Lion Iter 9er429er cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 75903 ready for takeoff runway 27. Indonesia 75903 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali clearance, Super Green 719er7 ready for pushback at 07.
China Southern 5433 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
AirAsia 3909 taxi to runway 27.
Super Green 719er7 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance Emirates 8731 ready for pushback at 20. Emirates 8731 cleared for pushback.
Super Green 719er7 taxi to runway 27.
Indonesia 9835 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Cathay 50908 is on approach. Cathay 50908 cleared to land runway 27.
Vietnam 8543 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Emirates 8731 taxi to runway 27.
Indonesia 9835 taxi to runway 27. Bali Tower, AirAsia 3909, ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Lion Inter 5274 is on approach. Lion Inter 5274 cleared to land runway 27. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Malaysian 8647 ready for pushback at 26.
Cathay 50908 taxi to gate 10.
Malaysian 8647 cleared for pushback. Bali clearance, China Southern 1213 ready for pushback at 17. China Southern 1213 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Philippines 90006 is on approach. Philippines 90006 clear to land runway 27.
Malaysian 8647 taxi to runway 27.
China Southern 3373 cleared for pushback.
China Southern 1213 taxi to runway 27.
Philippines 2167 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, Lion Inter 5274 requesting taxi to the gates.
Dynasty 5708 clear to land runway 27.
China Southern 3373 taxi to runway 27.
Lion Inter 5274 taxi to gate 01.
Philippines 2167 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground, Philippines 90006 requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 90006 taxi to gate 05. Dynasty 3114 clear to land runway 27.
AirAsia 3909 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower, Emirates 8731 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali ground, Dynasty 5708 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 5708 taxi to gate 17.
Bali clearance, Super Green 7063 ready for pushback at 24. Super Green 7063 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good evening. AirAsia 1370 is on approach. Emirates 8731 cleared for takeoff runway 27. AirAsia 1370 cleared to land runway 27.
Super Green 7063 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, Super Green 71907, ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Ground, Dynasty 3114, requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 3114, taxi to gate 18.
Dynasty 1593 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good evening. Emirates 1210 is on approach. Emirates 1210 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali Ground, Dynasty 1593 ready to taxi. Dynasty 1593 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, good evening. China Southern 3180 is on approach. China Southern 3180 clear to land runway 27. Bali Ground, AirAsia 1370 requesting taxi to the gates. AirAsia 1370 taxi to gate 19er.
Bali clearance, Philippines 2637, ready for pushback at 02. Philippines 2637, cleared for pushback.
China Eastern 4472 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali Ground, Philippines 2637, ready to taxi. Philippines 2637, taxi to runway 27.
Emirates 1210 taxi to gate 20.
Bali Tower, good evening. AirAsia 4286 is on approach. AirAsia 4286 clear to land runway 27.
Bali Ground, China Southern 3180 taxi to the gates. China Southern 3180 taxi to gate 20.
Bali clearance, Singapore 6121 ready for pushback at 12. Singapore 6121 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good evening. Type 6000 is on approach. Type 6000 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali Ground, China Eastern 4472 requesting taxi to the gates. China Eastern 4472 taxi to gate 23.
Singapore 6121 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, good evening. Singapore 7762 is on approach. Singapore 7762, cleared to land runway 27.
Bali Ground, AirAsia 4286 requesting taxi to the gates. AirAsia 4286 taxi to gate 12.
Bali Ground, Type 6000 requesting taxi to the gates. Type 6000 taxi to gate 24.
Super Green 719er7. Line up and wait runway 27.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 9835. Ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower, good evening. Philippines 3764 is on approach.
Super Green 719er7. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 9835. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Philippines 3764 clear to land runway 27.
Bali Tower, Malaysian 8647. Ready for takeoff runway 27.
Singapore 7762. Taxi to gate 26.
Bali Tower, good evening. Emirates 1210 is on approach. Emirates 1210 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali clearance Vietnam 7533 ready for pushback at 21. Vietnam 7533 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, Philippines 3764 requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 3764 taxi to gate 02. Bali Tower, good evening. Line enter 90126 is on approach. Line enter 90126 clear to land runway 27.
Vietnam 7533 taxi to runway 27.
Malaysian 8647 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower, Philippines 2167 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali ground, Emirates 1210 requesting taxi to the gates. Emirates 1210 taxi to gate 21.
AirAsia 8612 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali clearance AirAsia 1965 ready for pushback at 27. AirAsia 1965 cleared for pushback. Bali ground AirAsia 1965 ready to taxi. AirAsia 1965 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground, line enter 90126 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower, good evening. China Eastern 6678 is on approach. China Eastern 6678 cleared to land runway 27. Philippines 2167 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Line enter 90126 taxi to gate 07.
Lion Enter 2653 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, China Southern 3373 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali ground, AirAsia 8612 requesting taxi to the gates. AirAsia 8612 taxi to gate 27.
Lion Enter 2653 taxi to runway 27.
Bali Tower, good evening. Super Green 90690 is on approach. Super Green 90690 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali Tower, good evening. AirAsia 2526 is on approach. AirAsia 2526 clear to land runway 27.
Bali ground, China Eastern 6678 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali ground. Super green 90690 requesting taxi to the gates. Super green 90690 taxi to gate 03.
China Southern 3373, line up and wait runway 27.
Bali Tower, China Southern 1213, ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali ground, AirAsia 2526, requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali clearance, AirAsia 3303, ready for pushback at 14. China Southern 3373, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
China Southern 1213, cleared for takeoff runway 27. Super Green 7063, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali Tower, good evening. Malaysian 5404 is on approach. Malaysian 5404, cleared to land runway 27.
Dynasty 1593, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
AirAsia 3303, taxi to runway 27. Lion Inter 4369, taxi to runway 27. Bali Tower, Singapore 6121, ready for takeoff runway 27.
China Eastern 6678, taxi to gate 14.
Bali clearance China Southern 8413, ready for pushback at 16. China Southern 8413, cleared for pushback.
Singapore 6121, line up and wait runway 27.
Bali Tower, Vietnam 7533, ready for takeoff runway 27.
China Southern 8413, taxi to runway 27.
AirAsia 2526, taxi to gate 16.
Singapore 6121, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Vietnam 7533, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
AirAsia 1965, cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 166, cleared to land runway 27.
Lion Air 2653, cleared for takeoff runway 27. Bali ground, Malaysian 5404, taxi to the gates.
Bali clearance, Indonesia 2553, ready for pushback at 30.
Bali clearance, Super Green 1917, ready for pushback at 08.
Bali clearance, Singapore 8873, ready for pushback at 25.
Bali Tower, AirAsia 3303, ready for takeoff runway 27.
Malaysian 5404, requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Dynasty 7368 is on approach. Dynasty 7368 clear to land runway 27.
Bali clearance type 3263 ready for pushback at 22.
Bali ground, Indonesia 166 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 166 taxi to gate 06. Super Green 4917 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Lion Inter 5762 is on approach. Lion Inter 5762 cleared to land runway 27.
Type 3263 cleared for pushback.
Singapore 8873 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 2553 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Indonesia 2553 ready to taxi. Indonesia 2553 taxi to runway 27.
Super Green 4917 taxi to runway 27.
Type 3263 taxi to runway 27.
Singapore 8873 taxi to runway 27.
Malaysian 5404 taxi to gate 22.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Lion Inter 2160 is on approach. Lion Inter 2160 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali ground. Dynasty 7368 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 7368 taxi to gate 25.
Bali clearance. Indonesia 9er761 ready for pushback at 29er. Indonesia 9er761 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Indonesia 7272 is on approach. Indonesia 7272 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali ground. Lion Inter 5762 requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 9er761 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground. Lion Inter 2160 requesting taxi to the gates. Lion Inter 2160 taxi to gate 08.
Air Asia 3303 line up and wait runway 27. Bali Tower. Lion Inter 4369 ready for takeoff runway 27. Air Asia 3303 cleared for takeoff runway 27. Lion Inter 4369 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
China Southern 8413 cleared for takeoff runway 27. Cathay 509er cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Indonesia 7272 requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 2553 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Singapore 8873 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Cathay 509er taxi to runway 27.
Bali clearance. Lion Inter 5275 ready for pushback at 01.
Type 3263 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 9er761 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Super Green 4917 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 7272 taxi to gate 30.
Lion Inter 5762 taxi to gate 10.
China Southern 1172 cleared to land runway 27. Lion Inter 5275 taxi to runway 27.
Bali clearance Philippines 9007 ready for pushback at 05. Philippines 9007 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Philippines 9007 ready to taxi. Philippines 9007 taxi to runway 27. Dynasty 5709er cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Cathay 6022 is on approach. Cathay 6022 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali Tower Cathay 509er ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali ground. China Southern 1172 requesting taxi to the gates.
Dynasty 5709er taxi to runway 27.
China Southern 1172 taxi to gate 17.
Bali Tower, good evening. Lion Inter 1330. Lion Inter 1330 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali ground. Cathay 6022 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali clearance Dynasty 3115 ready for pushback at 18. Dynasty 3115 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Dynasty 39er64 is on approach. Dynasty 39er64 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali ground Dynasty 3115 ready to taxi. Dynasty 3115 taxi to runway 27.
871 cleared for pushback.
Cathay 6022 taxi to gate 18.
Bali ground. AirAsia 1371 ready to taxi.
Lion Inter 1330 taxi to gate 01.
AirAsia 1371 taxi to runway 27. Cathay 509er line up and wait runway 27.
Bali Tower, good evening. Indonesia 9574 is on approach. Indonesia 9574 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali clearance. AirAsia 4287 ready for pushback at 12.
Cathay 509er cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Lion Inter 5275 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
AirAsia 4287 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower Dynasty 5709er ready for takeoff runway 27.
Dynasty 39er64 taxi to gate 19er.
China Southern 3181 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good evening. AirAsia 7356 is on approach.
AirAsia 4287 taxi to runway 27.
AirAsia 7356 cleared to land runway 27.
Bali ground. China Southern 3181 ready to taxi.
China Eastern 4473 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance Type 6001 ready for pushback at 24. Type 6001 cleared for pushback.
China Southern 3181 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground. China Eastern 4473 ready to taxi.
Bali ground Indonesia 9574 requesting taxi to the gates.
China Eastern 4473 taxi to runway 27. Singapore 4190 cleared to land runway 27.
Indonesia 9574 taxi to gate 05. Bali ground height 6001 ready to taxi.
Dynasty 5709er cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Bali clearance Singapore 7763 ready for pushback at 26. Singapore 7763 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower Philippines 9007 ready for takeoff runway 27.
Bali ground AirAsia 7356 requesting taxi to the gates.
Philippines 3765 cleared for pushback.
Height 6001 taxi to runway 27.
An emergency, please
AirAsia
remain.
7356 taxi to gate 12.
Singapore 7763 taxi to runway 27.
Bali ground Philippines 3765 ready to taxi. Philippines 3765 taxi to runway 27.
Philippines 9007 cleared for takeoff runway 27. Bali Tower Dynasty 3115 ready for takeoff runway 27. Dynasty 3115 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
AirAsia 1371 cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Indonesia 4522 cleared to land runway 27.
Singapore 4190 taxi to gate 20.
Lion Enter 90127 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower Singapore 7763 ready for takeoff runway 27.